Before surrendering to Imperial forces on the forest moon of Endor, Luke Skywalker spoke to his sister Leia, revealing their true parentage as the children of Anakin Skywalker, still the Sith Lord Darth Vader. Obviously, Leia was distraught to know the truth, but another interesting detail is how she seemed to have memories of their birth mother, Padmé Amidala. These backstory details were not established when Return of the Jedi was released. However, there is a canonical explanation for Leia remembering Padmé that I find fascinating. In the canon novel The Princess and the Scoundrel, Leia's thoughts about not only Padmé but Anakin are revealed, explaining the complex powers of the Skywalker twins. After the Battle of Endor was long over, Leia inspected the white and black helmets of the stormtroopers that the Ewoks had turned into an impromptu drum set. While she had laughed and danced with everyone else during the celebration, she now thought of how a living being had worn each of those helmets. Her hand froze as she touched them and spotted a black one. For a second, she thought that it was Vader's helmet, although that was impossible. A hand fell on Leia's shoulder, and she turned to see Luke, her brother, the son of Vader. She noticed that Luke smelled of smoke, yet it was not the same smoke that lingered throughout the Ewok village. The stench that clung to his black tunic made her sick to her stomach, for she knew that while she had danced, Luke had gone to give Darth Vader a funeral pyre. When Luke asked her how she was, Leia wasn't sure how to answer him. They were in the midst of a galaxy-wide triumph, yet all she felt was confusion inside. Not just about what Luke had told her about their lineage, since she had felt their connection for some time, and it was easy for her to accept him as her brother. But she could hardly bear to think about their father. There was something else troubling her, and Luke correctly guessed that it was the Force. Leia knew that she could feel the Force, although she had initially told Luke that she couldn't understand the power he had. While she had no experience with the Force, there was no denying the power that flowed through both of them, and Leia could feel it, fluttering on the edge of her consciousness, as though the Force was waiting for her to seize it. Suddenly, Luke began to tell her of Anakin's dying words, but Leia fiercely warned him not to continue, saying that she did not care what their father had to say. Luke sullenly insisted that there was good within Anakin, and he wanted her to know. When Leia thought of her father, she pictured Bail Organa, who was a good man, not Darth Vader. When she had spoken to Luke earlier that night, Leia had told him that she remembered the mother they shared, their birth mother. It had been vague images, feelings, nothing more. But she did have a memory of love, closeness, of things she could not describe. It was impossible for her to put the feelings into words, but there was no denying their truth. Leia thought that it felt like a connection, like a bond made of pure light. Yet Luke, who was a Jedi Knight, strong in the Force, had no memory of their mother. Leia wondered why Luke was so capable of forgiving the monster that was Darth Vader. They had been separated at birth, not just from each other but from their biological parents. Leia reasoned that perhaps she shared a connection to their mother, while Luke shared a connection with their father. So Leia was able to remember Padmé through the Force, and they were bonded through the Force itself. After all, the Force connects and binds all living things across the universe through the living Force and the cosmic Force. As the children of the Chosen One, the Skywalker twins were very powerful in the Force. It makes sense to think that Luke would be bonded to Anakin and Leia would be bonded to Padmé. That's how she was able to feel and sense memories of Padmé, even though they had only shared a moment together before Padmé died. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and may the Force be with you.